Whoa. Whoa. What? What's that? No! Tetris was originally released in 1985 by Alexei Pajitnov in Russia. Later, it came to the Nintendo Entertainment System in November of 1989. That's the version we're going to be talking about today. This version of Tetris has two different modes. A-Type, in which the goal is to get a high score by going through level by level and achieving points for clearing lines and placing tetrominos, the name for the pieces. And B-Type. It's more of a puzzle mode, where the board starts filled in with certain blocks, and your goal is to clear a certain amount of lines. Let's delve deeper into A-Type. In A-Type, levels advance every 10 lines cleared. However, after every level cleared, the game speeds up. It speeds up from levels 1 to 10. However, after level 10, the game speed only increases on level 13, 16, 19, and 29. And once you get to 29, it is almost impossible to clear any more lines because of how fast the blocks fall. And there's even a secret if you get a high enough score. At the very end, you can see Nintendo characters dancing and playing instruments. You have Donkey Kong banging on some drums, Link playing a flute, Metroid playing a violin thingy, and Mario and Luigi dancing. So we've gone over the modes, but next we're gonna go over the different types of tetrominos that can fall. First, you have your long piece. This piece is the best one in the game. It allows you the ability to make a Tetris, which is where you clear 4 lines at once. It is the best move in the game. Next up is the squiggly, also known as an S. It is 2 blocks, and then 1 up, and then 1 more on the end, which makes it look like an S. It's okay, but it can be very challenging to use. It also comes in a pair with the reverse squiggly, or a Z. It's the same, but somehow so much worse. You know, it's okay to see an S every once in a while, but you never want to see a Z block. It can end your game. Next up, you have your J piece, which, I'm willing to bet you can guess, is shaped like a J. And there is also its counterpart, the L piece, which is the shape of an L. These two are exact opposites. Well, one's an L and one's a J. What more can you say? Oh, there is one more thing you can say, the T piece. This piece is used by expert players to perform incredible tricks that are almost impossible to comprehend. However, altogether, these blocks form the key gameplay of Tetris. So, we've talked about Tetris. But, did you know that there are actually 2 versions of Tetris for the Nintendo Entertainment System? That's right, and one of them was made by Atari, who at one point was the largest video game company in the world. However, after the video game crash, they became a much lesser company. However, they originally had the rights to a Tetris home console version, so they decided to release an unlicensed NES version of Tetris, which basically means they didn't pay Nintendo to license the lockout chip, because there's a certain chip you need for it to work, a Nintendo game to work. So they bypassed that. So they didn't pay Nintendo, which is bad. However, this version didn't sell as well as the original. With fewer than 100,000 copies known to exist, this version of Tetris, known as Tengen Tetris, has become a collector's item due to its limited time on the market and the fact that it was an unlicensed game, making it one of the rarest NES games. So, we've gone over modes, types, even a completely different version of the game, but what do I think about Tetris? Overall, I think Tetris is one of the best puzzle games ever made. Not only has it sold over 10 million copies, but it is just flat out one of the easiest to understand, but very challenging to master. It is such a good game that you can sink hours, days, years, months into and still not be great at it. It is a brand new challenge every single time you open the game. The pieces that fall are completely randomized, so you never know what you're gonna get. But most of all, it's not too hard. At some point in puzzle games, game designers either choose to make it ridiculously hard or way too easy, but Tetris, it strikes a perfect balance of being neither. It's just right. Especially A-type. A-type is the best type. But every level where it speeds up, you can still make it until level 29, when it is physically impossible to. But otherwise, it is perfection in video game form. It is truly a great game. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and... Oh, come on again? Really? No! No!